What's up, guys? Welcome to the Monday live chat here on Board Archive. Day late today, but thank you guys for joining the chat. I'm going to be going live for probably about a half an hour today. I'm up at the top of Rainbow neighborhood here in Whistler. We got Green Lake behind me and Whistler Mountain behind that. And gonna try to answer as many questions as I can for you guys. Anything snowboard related, snowboard gear, traveling, YouTube, anything like that, let me know. If you wanna let me know where you guys are joining from as well, it's always awesome to hear where you guys are at. And so yeah, I'm on data on my cell phone right now, so that's why it's gonna be about a 30-minute chat. If it starts to get laggy, let me know, but hopefully we'll be good for about 30 minutes here. And yeah, so yesterday was the official closing day. Not yesterday, Sunday was the official closing day for the Whistler Glacier. So I got up there for closing day. It was a lot of fun. Salmon Arms put on an impromptu banked slalom event, which was pretty cool. The public lane was still open. Whistler Valley Parks opened their park to the public as well that day, so there was a nice jump up there for everybody. Did a quick vlog on that day up on the glacier with the race, showing the glacier as well, followed by some mountain biking. So that's going to be the next video up on the channel. And I got a bunch of other stuff in the works as well that's going to be coming out over the next week or two. So stay tuned for that, guys. And I guess I'll start this off with some shout outs here. Looks like we already got about 37 people on the chat right now. Thank you guys for hopping on. We got Catmaman, Snowboard, Carrie Pierce. What's up? Very early live chat for Carrie down. Are you in Oz right now or are you traveling, Carrie? Granola came. Snowboard saying this is the best time, around 11 p.m. over in Germany. Yeah, a little earlier today. I figured I'd just set it for 2 p.m. Scheduled it yesterday, so stoked all you guys were able to hop on here. We got L Stacker on the chat. What's up, man? Rob Taylor from Ontario. Nos F from Los Angeles. Yo, I got some buddies coming up from LA on Friday actually that are here to ride the bike park for the whole week. So I'm gonna be getting out on the bike a lot with those guys. Some good friends of mine I've known. One of them I've known since I was literally like a toddler. So it's gonna be awesome to have those guys up here. But yeah, shout out to LA. We got Yannick in Motion SLB. What's up, dude? Dialing in the Chile plans. Leaving for Chile on August 1st. Can't wait. Leaving Whistler here with Kevin. Gonna meet up with Rav and Yannick in Chile. It's gonna be crazy. They're getting hammered with snow right now. Adam Searles. What's up, dude? We got someone in Morzine right now, apparently, I think. Rav, Shred 1904, what's up, dude? All right. Shout out to all you guys. We're up to about 50 people now. Thank you, guys. If you want to drop a like on the video, that would be awesome. If we could get it up to like 25, that'd be cool. All right, Rob Taylor, ever had a bass grind done because you love a board that much? Pros and cons. Yeah, when I worked at Evo, you know, I kind of had easy access to all those kinds of tools, so I have had a bass grind done. You know, the big thing with that is that you really want to make sure the board's in a condition where it's really worth it to get the bass grind. Like it has enough of those scratches and maybe some deeper gouges and stuff where you really want to just refresh the whole thing and make it like new again, because you can only bass grind a couple of times before that bass gets really, really thin. You know, going to increase the chances of getting a core shot and stuff, but that's definitely a good option to refresh a snowboard and make it like new again. Refresh that bass up. And Rav coming in with the first super chat. Got the same Adidas boots as you in black. Good. Yeah, dude, totally, man. You know, I think that you'll be totally fine with them, dude. Literally the only complaint for me was that that back boot got too soft too fast. but I switched to the Ride Fuse. I've been stoked on those so far, and I think they're gonna hold up a little bit better, but honestly, in the back of my mind, I'm kind of thinking about going back to Adidas next time just because they were so comfortable, and you know, they did work well, and I think, you know, that might just be a compromise I might have to make in the future. But yeah, dude, I think you're gonna be hyped on those boots. Are you gonna have them for Chile? Oh man, we got a ton of questions. Thanks for all the comments and questions, guys. All right, I'm gonna try to catch my spot back here and then try to do a bit of a more of a speed round. We got Johnny Snipes from Boulder, Lord, the Lord, from Denver, Rice Man, what's up, dude? Island Feels, just got some new boots and bindings. Heck yeah, dude. Yeah, it's a good time to find those deals right now online or in your local shop. Orange Please from Switzerland. Nice, man. Shout out to Switzerland. We got Aaron McGaffey from the Tri-Cities. Do you wear any braces when you snowboard? Sometimes I'll wear a knee brace, but nah, usually not. Typically just the helmet, man. J-Dub from New Jersey. Jonathan Muntz, do you still have the Brian Iguchi board? You never break it out. No, I don't have the Gooch anymore. I ended up selling it back in Colorado. It was a great board though, but yeah, that's why it hasn't been in any videos this last year. Definitely a board that I bet. Oh my God. There's a bear really close. I might have to cut this live chat. Can you guys see that? We got a bear. Oh snap. Hold on, let me get this set up again. Well, he seems to just be chilling. There was a bear in the neighborhood when I was coming up here, but I didn't think that this was gonna happen. If he gets any closer, I am bailing. I'm sorry, guys. Hope you can understand. But I'm just gonna keep an eye on that guy there. Oh man. Well, that's Whistler, dude. They eat berries, right? All right, he is coming towards me. Oh my God. Okay, he's kind of going away. He's kind of walking the other direction. Sketch. Johnny Snipes saying the bear is gonna mind his own business. We'll see. Hopefully that's the only one. I kind of like Sketch, the one just gonna like come up right behind me. Okay, yeah, he's walking away now. We're good. We're good. Craziness. Okay. All right, he's like getting further and further away now. Wow, sorry about that, guys. That's kind of cool though. All right, I'm just gonna scroll back up to some of these questions. Rob Gams just saying, what's up? Okay, found my spot here. That was intense for a second there. Yeah, the bear's definitely getting further and further away now though, so I think we're good. Although now my camera setup is crooked, but that's okay. Zach Eigert, what up, dude? Morgan West, Ramey Jr. Sick. Joe Woodell from Virginia. J-Dub, TJ, what do you think of the Burton name dropper and its tech? Fillet of flex, squeeze box, and frostbite edges. Oh, that's cool. They threw frostbite on the name dropper. The fillet flex, I can't remember what that is exactly. I know squeeze box is like the thinning, making the core profiling thicker and thinner to like get the flex how they want it. But yeah, I mean, generally speaking, name dropper is going to be like a soft jibby snowboard if you want something, you know, that's very pressable, going to be good on the rails, that type of stuff. Hit up the name dropper. It's camber now too, so it probably has some more pop than it used to. Here, I'm gonna see if I can fix this just a little bit. There, that's better. Sweet. All right, man, so many questions. I'm like having to scroll way up when that resets to the bottom here. Thank you guys for all the questions. 75 people on the chat. What up, dudes? Thank you for coming to hang out. Morgan, totally. Let's get out in the bike park. I'm gonna be out there a bunch next week, so just hit me up, send me a DM on Instagram or something, and yeah, we'll make some plans to get out there one day. I don't ride blacks. I just ride the mainly blues. I think that's kind of where I'm at. I did a really fun ride with Chris yesterday, though. Lord of the Squirrels, the lower half. So if any of you guys are familiar with the Whistler trails, it's kind of like up to this trail called Les. It was like a huge climb, very, very intense, and then a really fun descent. Part of that was black. All right, Orlin from Seattle. Island Feels, where are you traveling this coming winter? So right now the plan is Chile, then we got New Zealand, Australia, and then Europe, and then Japan in January. And I think the general idea is to kind of book more spontaneous trips and follow the snow, and maybe spend some more time in Europe. So we'll see how it goes, but that's what we have planned so far. Rob Taylor, when will be the next drop for Board Archive beanies? Probably not until October, because I'm actually gonna basically be traveling for the next 2 months. I'll be homeless technically. I'm giving up my place in Whistler, and I'll be back for October. So once I get sorted, then I'll try to get all the beanies in and have that going for next season. I'm gonna try to have a lot more beanies available through the whole winter this next year, and a few different colors too. So yeah, but for now, Board Archive hoodie. If you guys are interested in picking something up, got the Board Archive hat as well. Yeah, so there's still some stuff. There's some headwear if you want to pick something up for now. Just gonna check and make sure. All right, there's no bears behind me. We're good. The other bear is like way far away now. Isaac Lisoff saw the mountain bike video. Thanks, man. Got any other action sports you want to film? Not really. I think I'm gonna try to go scuba diving in Australia and do some cliff jumping back in North Carolina. So those videos will be kind of different, but other than that, just probably some more mountain biking and snowboarding, I think. Carrie Pierce back in Oz. Oh man, I'm way behind. Well, I hope you guys have a good trip to New Zealand regardless. I'm sure it'll be great. Jenny Wagner, I have not been to Squamish yet, for mountain biking at least, but I plan on doing it. I want to ride, I think it's called Full Nelson. I've heard, I think that's the trail, the like really famous trail. Rav stoked on his Adidas Tactical ADV, saying they're super comfy. That's what's up. Puppy Punter, your buddy chipped your new board, man. Sorry. That happens though, man. I mean, it's probably just cosmetic damage, right? So you're good. Now it's officially your board. Tibor, thoughts on the 2019 Huck Knife? Haven't ridden it, but haven't ridden the Huck Knife in a couple seasons, but I plan on getting back on it this year. That's that board and the Assassin are high on the list for Solomon. Solomon Villain review going to be coming soon as well, if any of you guys are interested in that board. Kevin Ma. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, it was great to see you out at Hood, man. Totally. I hope sorry we had to leave the session a few days early, but I hope you had a great time, dude. Yeah, it was great to meet you. All right, so Granola wants to know my opinion on the Falcors versus the Strata bindings, 2 union bindings for the Jones Mountain Twin. Don't know which one I should pick. Cheers. Man, the Falcors, I actually just rode those on Sunday. They're pretty aggressive, man. But I think for the Mountain Twin, if it's mainly going to be like all mountain, free ride, powder, maybe side hits, natural features, stuff like that, I'd probably go Falcor. If you're going to be trying to take that board in the park, or maybe just ride with more of kind of a freestyle mindset, as they like seeking out those side hits, seeking out those natural features, then maybe go for the Strata. But initially kind of leaning towards the Falcors, unless you're going to use it as a freestyle board. Isaac, Knee Camp. What's your favorite place in the world to snowboard that you've been to? It's a really hard question, man. I don't know if I could pick one, but Japan is a huge standout. Yeah, blew my mind. Highly recommend visiting Niseko if you guys ever get the chance. It was pretty insane. Rusutsu specifically, epic day, best trees I've ever ridden. New Zealand is amazing as well, even though it's just really different out there. We didn't get any powder or anything, and we were just riding park, but Cardrona was awesome. The views were insane. New Zealand was cool. Europe is amazing too. I don't know, dude. It's too hard to pick. All right, I just got down to all the bear comments. Nadine hopped on just in time to see the bear. Nice. Everyone's saying don't cut the stream, don't run. Nah, we made it. That was chill. The bear's long gone now. It was like sketchily close for a moment there though. Ian the Welshman from London, what up, dude? Derek Warden. Carrie, the only one speaking logic, saying just run. Yeah, if it would have gotten on the road, because my truck is like 10 feet away from me, so if it would have gotten on the road, I probably would have had to dip out. Justin Vasey, what up, dude? From LAX. What's up, man? We got Doot saying session 3 adult camp was a blast. Though we missed you coming out for the wine tasting. I don't know if we would have been able to join for the wine tasting, but yeah, I know that they take care of you guys. They do that. I'm sure you had like the nice dinner up at the lodge for the last day. So glad to hear you had a good time, man. And it was good to see you out there. Hopefully we'll catch you in Whistler again next season. All right, Derek Warden with the super chat. What's good? You ever get a chance to get a donut in Portland? Yeah. So I've been to Voodoo in Portland and to Blue Star, and they're both epic. Really, really, really good. Yeah, definitely if you're in Portland, you got to hit up the donut spots. Steve OK, where and when are you going to be in Chile? So August 1st to the 15th, and I think we're going to mainly be kind of further south, like Nevado de Chilén and Corralco. Might spend a day or two up north at Valle Nevado or El Colorado or something like that, but those are the 2 resorts I think we're going to spend the most time at. Martin N, what bike do you have? I've got a Giant Rain SX, and I'm hyped on it. It's last year's. Got a good deal on it. Jonathan Muntz, if you had to recommend one resort for an East Coast rider, which one would it be? Space that can be any spot on the West Coast, USA or California. Oh man. I would say Colorado, man, because that's the first place I went, and it like changed my life, changed the whole direction of my life. So hit up Colorado. You know, even if you just go to like Breck or Key, they're very easily accessible. I think it'll be a really really good time. And you got way more options than that too if you want to hit up some other spots. Ramon, I'm gonna be getting the Battalion Evil Twin for 2020, and I got a few other boards in mind, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get my hands on any before Chile. So it'll probably be for proper next season, not the early season Southern Hemisphere. We'll see though. I might just bite the bullet and buy something down in Australia. Trevor, yeah, T-Line is building a bike park. It's pretty sweet. Morgan, yeah, the plan is to be back in Whistler for next season. So yeah, back from October to end of April as Whistler's home base. What up, Morningstar? Good to see you, man. In physio and rehab for your ankle. Oh man, sorry to hear. Hope you have a speedy recovery, dude, but it's good to see you on the chat. We'll be back boarding in no time, man. We got Mike from Texas. Have you ever been to Wolf Creek? Haven't been to Wolf Creek, although I've heard a lot of good things about it. I'd like to check it out one day. And Silverton. Those are both kind of lesser known Colorado resorts. We got Johnny Snipes with the super chat. Thanks, Johnny. Have you ever heard of mountain boarding? Just bought an MBS mountain board and it's a lot of fun. Feels like snowboarding but with wheels. Ruby Hill is gonna be all right. Yeah, dude. So I have heard of mountain boarding. I've never tried it. It looks like fun, but also sketch. So yeah, don't hurt yourself, man. But I'm sure you're gonna have a good time. Yeah, Ruby Hill sounds like that's probably a good spot to like figure it out. Don't just go like can you even take those to like a bike park or something? Do you have to find natural trails or build your own stuff? I don't know. It does sound fun though. Chris Millward, what board would you recommend for intermediate rider looking to improve their powder riding? Also, best tip for riding deep POW. Yeah, man, it sounds like you would probably benefit from a powder specific board, or at the very least, like a more kind of all mountain, kind of directional shaped board. Yeah, for riding deep POW, the board makes a huge difference. Having something that, has a taper, has a setback stance, maybe even has a swallow cut out in the tail, just to help keep that nose floating with minimal effort. So, you could get something like Jones Hovercraft, or the Battalion Surfer was a board I was really stoked on last year. That might be kind of a high price point for you though as an intermediate rider. You could look at something like a K287, something more directional, that does have a taper and a setback. That's going to help out a ton. And yeah, I think the biggest some tips for deep POW is really spot your line, make sure you're able to keep your speed, be looking ahead so you don't get caught up in some deep powder on a mellow spot or behind a tree and you come to a stop, because then it can be hard to start up again. So yeah, it just takes practice, but it's like some of the funnest riding out there. Rob Taylor, thanks, man. Yeah, more mountain bike videos to come. In the closing day video that's going to be out tonight or tomorrow, there's going to be a little mountain biking in that too. Sasa, what, am I back? Are we live? Can you guys, am I lagging still? I think we're back. Okay, sweet. I'm seeing some comments coming in. New board. We got Shred 1904. Okay, let me get to these super chats here. I think I should be good to maybe go for a little while longer with data. But yeah, until it hits that wall again, let's see. So, thank you guys for all the super chats, by the way. We got, I got Johnny Snipes here. So, Lucifer Morningstar saying, what's up, TJ? Sorry. Sorry I've missed chats. Work's been crazy. Been watching the videos though, killing it as ever. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Please send me some healing vibes for my ankle that I injured snowboarding. I've got 5.5 months to get it sorted. Dude, healing vibes to Lucifer Morningstar. Your way, bro. I hope you have a quick recovery. And 5.5 months is plenty of time as long as you know you're doing everything by the book, doing what your doctor's saying, everything by the book, doing what your doctor's saying. You'll probably be back to 100% in like 3 months. So yeah, wishing you the best, man. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for checking out the videos. And yeah, hope you have a really smooth and expedient recovery. And we got SNOWBOARD with the super chat. Do you remember when your first videos where you talked to the camera? I'm still too shy and throwing all tries into the trash can. Any advice? Yeah, totally. Well, I guess when I started out, the first videos I was ever in was with Kevin, and so we were out there filming together. He was like helping me, like almost coaching me with the audio, for some of his early tutorials that I helped with. And then my first video, it is awkward, I think, for everybody when you're first like are filming yourself, talking to the camera. So I think you just got to get to that point where you just don't care what other people think. And there's going to be places and certain situations where maybe it'll feel more weird than others. Like there's some spots like when you're traveling where there's people everywhere doing that type of stuff, so it's pretty easy. But just keep practicing, man, and make sure you're doing videos about a topic that you are interested in and that you're enjoying talking about, so you're not like forcing it, or maybe you feel like if someone is overhearing you that they'll think you don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. Just try to do whatever you can to make yourself comfortable. Find a good, maybe even try to find a spot off to the side where maybe there aren't people around. And yeah, just talk about something that you're comfortable with and keep practicing, and I'm sure it'll come to you, man. It's totally all right. Don't beat yourself up. If you've tried a few times and practice and it didn't work out, it's all good. It's just practice, right? You'll get there. That's cool. You're starting to make some videos, man. Good luck. And we got J.A. Physio. Hey TJ, can you please compare bent metal transfer with the Strata? We'll go with the Headspace. So I've only ridden bent metal bindings on a couple of occasions. I think that they're solid bindings. They're very similar to Unions in the fact that they have the adjustable heel cup. They've got the 3D molded ankle strap. They've got a lot of the higher end tech that you're looking for in bindings. They're comfortable, and I think the big kind of marketing thing with bent metal is that you can swap out the footbeds, so you can make the binding like stiffer or softer by swapping out the footbed. I don't have much experience with that, so I can't speak too much on it. And I don't know about the bent metal transfer specifically, man. So I can't really do a great comparison versus the Strata, but I back Union. They've been great bindings for me, very reliable. I've been really happy with them. So if you're looking for something that's just like a do-it-all, all-around binding, regardless of what type of snowboarding you're doing, regardless what type of board you're putting it on, I think that the Strata is a great option. So I would definitely recommend those. Very comfortable. They got all the tech. They're solid. And Ivan Pierce, hey TJ, just wondering how many boards you have in your collection and what happens to your older ones. Right now I probably have maybe like 10 or so boards around. I do hang on to some of the really old ones that I've had for a while. Like I have a board from 2011, a Rome Artifact rocker that I've been hanging on to. I've got an old Forum board that I have, an old Ride Kink that I rode for opening day of the Glacier that I've hung on to. And other than that, it's, I think, mainly boards that I've ridden this season. So like the Kazu, the OSL, my split board. Yeah, and typically I will sell my older boards. So like I'm going to be buying some new boards for 2020. Probably going to be selling 3 or 4 boards that I had this year, and I just sell them for a good deal locally. You know, I try to avoid shipping them. If any of you guys wanted an older one of my old boards, we could maybe work something out. I definitely would, you know, give you a very fair deal on it, or maybe even do a giveaway or something. It's just trying to cover that shipping is the issue with doing the giveaways. But yeah, I'll usually just sell an old board for like $100 or something, like a really good deal to someone local. Brandon McConkey, dude, thank you so much for the super chat. Thanks for all the quality videos, easily the best out there. Dude, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It's awesome to know that that you guys are out there and you're stoked on the videos. You know, it's the whole reason I'm doing it. So thank you, man. Means a lot. Justin Vasey, stoked to get on his new Super Pig. Hashtag stoked. Heck yeah, dude. Enjoy. It's gonna be I know that you're about that type of like aggressive, kind of steep, all mountain stuff. So yeah, the Super Pig is gonna be on point for you, man. You're gonna love it. It is aggressive though, dude. But yeah, it's a fun one. I just want to like just check over my shoulder every now and then, just to make sure there's no other bears sneaking up. Bear from behind would be like worst case scenario. Ramey with the $14 super chat. Thank you, man. No question. I'll try to keep an eye out for a question there. Thanks, Ramey. And we got a million pop off. TJ, I want a twin board that floats super well in POW and is also good for buttering. Is the Magic Carpet my best choice, or any other suggestions? A million, dude. You know that's the it's the impossible board. True twin that floats in POW. But you already know Magic Carpet is one of those boards out there that's aimed towards that. That's really the only one that is specific to try to solve that problem that I've had experience with. And I think as far as a combination of twin, floating in POW, and buttering, that probably is hands down the best option, because it's got the 3BT, it's got a nice playful flex. I really enjoyed that board for presses and butters and in the park, even on rails. I never really got to try it in powder, but I think, you know, it has the POW 3BT. I think as far as a true twin goes, that's going to be the best compromise. The Yes 2020 also comes to mind. I've seen it, but I haven't ridden it. It's got a pretty soft flex as well. It's got the crazy 3D, like what do they call it? The powder hull on both sides on the nose and tail as well. So that one would float, you know, good as well, I imagine, in powder. I don't know if it'd be better or worse than the Magic Carpet. But it's not going to butter as well because it doesn't have the 3BT. So yeah, I'd probably go for the Magic Carpet, dude. Check out the 2020, see if you like it. Maybe that'll stand out to you, but I'm thinking the Magic Carpet's probably going to be the way to go. New board, thanks for the answer. Thanks for the merch I got today. I got just the stickers, but I think more is on the way. Awesome, dude. Thank you so much, New Board. I'm glad the stickers made it. Yeah, I'll double check and make sure that everything else is going smoothly. The hoodies and the t-shirts and stuff, or the hats, if you guys have been picking any of that up. Thank you so much. I do have a link in the description if you want to check that out. But that's actually fulfilled and shipped by a third-party company, either out of North Carolina or California, or Europe, depending where you're located. So I will double check on that for you, man. But I imagine it'll be there any day. They've been really good, a really good company to work with. Kevin Ma for the channel, hashtag shred life. Legend, dude. Thank you. In Motion SLB, hashtag hot chili fund. Do you still have any Da Bomb left? Of course, dude. How much of that hot sauce do you think I'm eating, man? I think I've had it a couple of times since you guys left, 2 or 3 times, most 3 times. So it's still a pretty much full bottle. Yeah, I don't know if any of you guys have saw the live chat in Colorado where I did the Da Bomb hot sauce from Hot Ones Live with two of my good friends, Jason and Bo. But that stuff is so crazy hot. And yeah, I guess I could bring it. I could bring it to Chile. We could travel around with it. Maybe, I don't know if it would make it through the airports. Maybe if I put it in a checked bag. But yeah, we definitely got to try that again at some point. Awesome. Thank you guys for all the super chats. That's amazing. Thank you for the support. Oh, we got a car coming up here. I might be getting kicked out of my spot. There's I'm just like at the top of a residential neighborhood. I just like the backdrop here. So we'll see if this is the people that live here or if they're just turning around. For now, we're good though. All right, we're back. We're back in the main chat. Burke pre-ordered the 2020 Orca. Interested in how it handles steep terrain and slushy terrain. Nice, Burke. That's sick. Getting on it early. So it's gonna be great in both of those situations, man. I was like charging some steep, like powdery pillows, steep lines, lots of drops and rough terrain, going through some steeps. It killed it, super stable, still floated through the powder, held on to all the landings. Really, really fun for that style of riding. And slushy terrain, I think it's gonna be totally fine too. It's nice and wide. I don't think you're gonna have any issues, man. I think you made a good choice for that stuff. All right, so I'm just at the bottom here. If I missed your question, if you want to just like type it in again, I'll try to get through as many questions as I can here before we start lagging out again. Oh, there's a dude on the roof behind me. Oh yeah, right there. He's like painting that house or something. This neighborhood is like very nice. Like I'm in between two probably like $5 million houses right now. It's pretty nuts out here in Whistler. Steve Zimmerman, what up, dude? Shout out from Scotland. Always bored. How does the pop compare between the Super DOA and the regular one? Similar, dude. I'm tempted to say that the DOA has more pop than the Super DOA, although I want to do a proper comparison between the two, so that's why I haven't actually done that video yet. I want to ride the DOA again, even if it's last year's or whatever. I just want to have a refresher before I talk about a direct comparison, because I know that's on y'all's mind. So that's coming. It'll be here before next season. But yeah, I definitely need to ride it again so I can get like an accurate, fresh comparison. I rode the Super DOA for like 5 days, so I've got a pretty good memory of that board. But the last DOA I rode was actually a 156, so I need to get on the 154 again. Burke, yeah, dude, test out the Orca, man. Enjoy. A million throwing out the PSA. Smash the like button, please. Thank you. I appreciate it. NPC, have you ever skied? Just a couple of times. Not really. Rob Gam saying the Genesis. Super stiff binding from Burton. I don't know what that's tying back to. New board, yeah, that's right, man. There's some high class living up here in Whistler. There's people with boats that live right on that lake there. I mean, yeah, there's the whole range here in Whistler. Notorious HAN, Hypercure versus the Orca. Any thoughts? Great question, man. I think those are very comparable. As far as what exists, what's on the GNU LibTech line, those are probably the two most comparable boards. And I would say the Hypercure is like a softer, less wide version of the Orca. Very similar otherwise though. All right, Morgan's heading out. Later, Morgan. But yeah, see you in the bike park. Okay, Rob Gams. Thoughts on the Genesis Reflex with the new Jones Frontier? Getting a good deal, but thoughts are welcome. Rob, man, you know how I feel about the reflex binding system. If you're cool with giving up that stance width adjustability, then go for it. The Genesis is definitely, one of the highest end bindings Burton makes. Got all the bells and whistles, very responsive, very supportive and stable. But I would probably go with the Falcors over the or like the Ultras, a union binding, just so I could have that precise adjustability for the stance width. But they are solid. The Genesis is a great binding. I've got one of my good friends back in Colorado, Ryan, loved those bindings. Kim Zijlema. Hey TJ, love the vids. Just trying to ask again, was wondering what you would eat when you go snowboarding so you're nice and energized to hit the slopes. Lots of carbs the day before, have like a nice big pasta dinner, something like that. And in the morning, I usually go for like some coffee and toast and like granola. There's a place in the village that does an awesome vegan roll-up, which is just like a bunch of veggies all wrapped up. Something pretty light in the morning. But yeah, granola and yogurt's one of my go-tos. Oatmeal, and then bring in like Lara bars or Cliff bars. Lara bars are my favorite to bring on the mountain, so that way you don't have to stop and do like a proper lunch midday. You can just have your snacks and keep riding and maximize the day, and then have like a big meal after you're done riding. That's kind of the way I do it. Ramy, what's gonna be the setup for Chile? Dude, I mean, they're getting hammered with so much snow. I kind of want to bring a proper powder board, but I think I'm going to bring the Twin Pig and the Kazoo and my split board. I think that's going to be the setup, man. Although I'm going to try to get the Battalion Evil Twin before New Zealand. So if I do, I'll be probably dropping the Twin Pig off in North Carolina and just leave it at my family's house. But yeah, that's what it's looking like right now, man, unless anything changes. Nadine was wondering if you could add infos about the available board sizes and weight ranges to your review videos. That'd be really helpful, especially if it's a unisex board. Like actually in the video, or just like linked in the description? Or do you think it's worth taking up like 15 seconds of the video to actually just have that text on the screen? Yeah, I could do that if that's something you guys think would be beneficial. But I try to keep the board reviews concise, so it's like you just get the information and then you're out. And you can always, you got the links in the description to reference potentially stuff like that. Just Owl, shout out from Serbia. We got people from Serbia on the chat today. That's what's up. Love to see it. How's Kevin? Yeah, so if you guys don't know, Kevin injured his leg a little bit on session 3 Mount Hood. He's doing much better though, feeling better every day. Make sure you go subscribe to Snowboard Pro Camp if you're not. He's gonna have a live chat later this week, and you can ask him in person. He can give you the live update. But it's definitely significantly improved since the first couple of days after the accident. So yeah, he's doing great, and I think we're gonna be all good for Chile. Nick K, favorite all mountain freestyle board for 1920. Ooh man, I don't know, dude. I think Evil Twin Battalion. That's the board I'm gonna be picking up. I'm still back in the Arbor Westmark Camber Heavy. I think those are 2 amazing options. Justin Vasey, is it worth it for me to pick up the Mind Expander if I plan on using the Orca as my powder board this year? How does it compare to the Storm Chaser? Yeah, it could be. I mean, they're gonna definitely have a different ride. The Mind Expander is gonna be more surfy, probably quicker turning as well. Gonna have a shorter effective edge. Definitely a different feel. It's gonna have more tail than the Storm Chaser, so it's gonna do better going through really steep stuff, doing drops, going through any kind of choppy stuff. So honestly, after riding the Storm Chaser and like a real specific like powder surfer board this season, I'm not the biggest fan, man. They're very specific, which kind of narrows the scope of what you can do with them and have fun. At least I found. So I think I'm going to be leaning more towards something like the Mind Expander over the Storm Chaser in the future. It has some advantages for sure, but I think personally I like having a little bit of tail. It's weird not having any tail, and there are some drawbacks. Rake 88 ordering the 2020 Capita Scott Stevens. Ooh, I don't know that conversion. How can you convert 72 kilograms to pounds and the 183 centimeters to feet and inches? Fernando, good board to get if you're 255 and 6'2". Any recommendation? Boot size 12 for all mountain and park. Arbor Iguchi Pro comes to mind. Definitely something wide, whether it's a volume shifted board like the War Pig or just a wide version of the board that you're looking at. And you know, I'd probably go for something around 160, 162 on the upper end. 162 might feel a little bit big in the park, but if you can find something around 160, I think you'd be happy on that. Honestly, actually check out the War Pig. That would be a really good solution for you, I think. The 58. J-Dub, I didn't land any new tricks, but I got a back 3 on it, so I'm stoked I hit it. Yeah, I would have loved to spend a little more time on that jump, but I'm sure there's going to be many more opportunities in New Zealand and in Europe, hopefully coming up soon. Chris asking the GNU Headspace or the LibTech box knife. Great question. A great comparison between the two. And for me personally, I think I would go Headspace. Both great boards though. Headspace, you just have a little bit, less nose and tail, so longer effective edge. You get the ASIM side cut. Other than that, they're very, very similar. I don't think you'd be disappointed with either one, but I'd go Headspace, I think. Jack Tindera just got the Board Archive stickers. Awesome, glad to hear it. If any of you guys picked up stickers or any kind of merch, tag me on Instagram and I'll throw a repost on the story. Actually, SNOWBOARD just tagged me today. I gotta throw that on the story right after the live chat here. Thank you, man. Glad they made it. Matthew Sweeney with the super chat. Hashtag Pasta Fund. Dude, thank you, Matthew. Thanks for the support, guys. Thank you. You guys are my sponsors, so thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for using the links below the videos before you purchase your gear. All of that helps out so much and makes this possible, so I appreciate you guys. Always bored. Did the camera really run out of battery right before Kevin's epic jump? It did, unfortunately. It's a really terrible thing. The battery was over 20%. I didn't think that, I thought that we could get a 30-second clip, but I blew it. That was my fault. And so lesson learned. I think as soon as the battery hits like 35% or maybe even 40%, I'm just going to swap it out from now on so that never happens again. Feel really bad for missing the shot, particularly because it was like an injury. So that was my bad, guys. Lesson learned. Justin, all right, boarding the plane, dude. Have a safe flight. All right, so Rake 88, 72 inches, which is that's like 6 feet and 160 pounds. I'd go for the 155. Yeah, I think the 153, it might feel a little too skatey. If you want it like just as a jib board, something really maneuverable, easy to whip around. Maybe go for the 53, but it's gonna feel it's not gonna feel very stable. It's gonna be really flexy. All right, Nadine, yeah, I'll try to throw that in some of the future board reviews here coming up. Awesome. Let me make sure I didn't miss any super chats here. Matthew Sweeney, Yannick, Kevin Ma, Newboard, A Million Popoff, Ramey, Justin, Brandon, Ivan, J.A., Newboard, Lucifer Morningstar, Johnny Snipes, Derek Warden, Rav. Thank you guys so much for all the support today. Thanks for all the great questions, guys. If you guys have any other questions, we can try to sneak them in here, but I think, yeah, weather's coming in. I don't want to get snuck up on by any more other bears or anything, so I think it's about that time to call the chat here. Lucifer, any thoughts on Telos snowboards? Nice, dude. Yeah, I mean, Avron is a solid resource as well for these questions over at Angry Snowboarder. I'm not familiar with Telos. He definitely he does ride some of those smaller brands, but yeah, if it sounds like something you're into, go for it, man. But I'm not familiar, unfortunately. Jason, yo, Jason Hansen on the chat. What's up, dude? Yeah, August surf, skim, fish. I am so down, dude. I can't wait. So yeah, after Chile, guys, I'm gonna go to Miami to visit some family just for a few days, and I'm gonna be up in North Carolina where the rest of my family is, and gonna be going to the Outer Banks to hang out with Jason for a few days as well. So we'll probably get some kind of video down there. But dude, can't wait to hang out and see you guys. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be so nice